A new study shows more Americans under 50 are getting colon cancer. Younger patients often don't discover the cancer until it is at an advanced stage. It is the second deadliest type of cancer behind lung cancer. CBS News chief medical correspondent Dr. Jon LaPook joins me now. So, John, why are we seeing this uptick in colon cancer among people under 50?
That's the million-dollar question. We really do not know. Is it something in our environment, in our diet? Is it related to obesity? But the explanation, the theory that I find most intriguing is it has something to do with our gut microbiome. So that's the trillions of bacteria, hundreds of species that are in our guts, and they're interacting all the time. And it turns out that certain species are linked to an increased risk of colon polyps and colon cancer. So maybe we've been messing up our gut microbiome with our modern day diet and with antibiotics.
Interesting. Well, meantime, colon cancer rates are going down among people 50 and over. So what's behind that decrease?
Well, the decrease is the success of colonoscopies. So if you're at average risk, the current recommendation is to get screened at 50. And what's happening is we're picking up these benign polyps. These polyps sit in the colon for 5, 10, 15 years, being totally benign before eventually possibly turning into cancer. If at any point in that time you go and you find them and you pluck out the polyps, you don't get cancer instead of getting cancer. And that's what's explaining this terrific drop in people over 50. And now we have to turn to people under 50 and say, what's going on? Because we're not routinely screening them, right?
Yeah, so what about that? Because screenings are usually recommended for those 50 and older. So does that need to be changed?
Well, now that's intense debate right now. We have the average recommendation from societies, is at age 50. But the American Cancer Society has already said, you know what? Let's start talking about this at age 45 about screening. So it's up for debate right now. I know that there's a lot of discussion. And where does that leave the people out there who are wondering, what should I do? I think this is a perfect moment for what we're calling now shared decision making. What does that mean in plain English? You sit down with your clinician and you discuss for you, what are the risks and benefits? What is your risk tolerance? And then you figure out what's a plan that you want to do.
All right, Dr. Jon LaPook, some really good information there. Thanks so much, John.